Imagine a world where the movement of history took a different turn, where the vast continent of Africa had never been colonized by European powers. This hypothetical scenario might seem like a mere fantasy to some, yet it provides a thought-provoking exploration into how such a reality could have reshaped the course of world history. Without the era of colonial dominion, Africa's development, culture, and geopolitical structure would likely bear little resemblance to the continents we recognize today. To begin, it's essential to recognize the impact colonialism had on Africa. The scramble for Africa, which took place predominantly in the late 19th century, resulted in European powers carving up the continent with little regard for existing ethnic or political divisions. If this division had never occurred, indigenous cultures would have likely continued to develop independently, fostering a diverse tapestry of societies uninfluenced by foreign intervention. This could have led to advancements in regional languages, traditions, and belief systems, allowing them to thrive without external pressures to conform to Western norms. Economically, Africa might have experienced a different trajectory altogether. The colonial period saw the extraction of vast natural resources used to fuel industrial growth in Europe, often at the expense of local economies. Without colonization, African nations could have retained their resources, using them to develop industries and trade networks that benefit their own people. The indigenous control over resources might have resulted in a more equitable distribution of wealth and a rise in prosperity across the region, positioning African states as significant players in the global economy. Politically, an uncolonized Africa would have likely seen different systems of governance emerging. Rather than being subject to foreign-imposed borders and political systems, African leaders and communities might have developed governance models rooted in existing cultural practices and historical precedents. This could have led to the formation of cohesive and robust nations, forming alliances based on mutual benefit rather than colonial lines. The absence of imposed borders would have also lessened ethnic conflicts by allowing regional identities to prosper within their indigenous lands. In terms of education and technological advancement, Africa could have pursued paths tailored to its unique circumstances and needs. With no colonial educational policies aiming to serve foreign interests, African societies could have developed their own educational frameworks, focusing on scientific, artistic, and technological advancements consistent with their cultural contexts. This development could have led to a flourishing of indigenous knowledge and innovation, contributing uniquely to global science and culture. However, reflecting on such a scenario, it is crucial to consider the potential challenges and uncertainties that might have arisen. The absence of a common colonial language, for instance, could have led to communication barriers between regions. Diverse nations might have faced difficulties in forming cohesive continental policies or trade agreements without a shared linguistic framework. Notably, the lack of a colonial narrative does not mean Africa would have been free from conflict or power struggles, as human history consistently shows competition over resources and leadership. Despite these hypothetical challenges, the heart of an uncolonized Africa narrative lies in a continent that was never subjected to the traumas and disruptions of foreign domination. It is a vision defined by self-determination, where the people of Africa could chart their own path in the global arena. What stands out is the potential for a vibrant, self-sustained continent, enriched by its rich cultural heritage and unyielding diversity. In conclusion, contemplating a world where Africa was never colonized invites us to reconsider our understanding of history and its lasting impact. It serves as a poignant reminder of the resilience and ingenuity inherent within African societies, encouraging a reflection on current global dynamics and the importance of nurturing sovereign, self-directed futures. While we can only speculate on what Africa might have become, the exploration itself offers valuable insights, bridging past assumptions and future possibilities.